now with Sacramento State women's golf head coach, David Sutherland. Coach, thank you so much for the time. To no surprise, you are picked as the preseason favorites in the coaches poll once again. Congratulations to you and your team. It's also your 17th season at the helm for the Hornets. Can you believe it?
I can't. No, it's been a lot of fun. I would never have thought when I first started coaching I'd still be doing it 17 years later. But I've enjoyed it. We've had a lot of coaches in our conference who have been here since I've really started coaching. A few of them at least. Brad and Bethany from Montana State, and so it's nice to kind of develop these kind of friendships that you can maintain over the years. And I think it's easier to do that when you kind of stay at the same place for a long time. See the same familiar faces and good friends.
Two players in particular, you've got your three-time Big Sky Player of the Year, Jennifer Koga, returning, as well as your Big Sky individual champion from the 2023 tournament, and Caitlin Maurice coming back as well. What excites you most about having those two back on your roster?
Well, from a personal level, it's just because they're like two of the most amazing young women I've ever been around. I mean, Jennifer, I just wish she had more years of eligibility left, because she's so much more than just, both of these girls are so much more than just golfers to me. They're like, I feel like they're part of my family. And but we do have a really deep team, and Jennifer obviously has been the most decorated student athlete in our school's history, or one of the most decorated student athletes in our school's history, and certainly the most decorated female golfer in our school's history. And so, anytime you have her on your team, you feel like you have a chance to do really well. And Caitlin, she is one of only two women that have won our conference championship since we've been coaching. One was Tess Blair about 2 or 3 years ago, and so that just illustrates how hard it is. We've actually won more team championships than we have individual championships, and that kind of speaks a little bit to the depth of talent in our conference. But we do have I feel like we do have a deep team, not beyond just those two players. Sneha Sharan from India had a really great year for us. I think she's second in our team in scoring average, and Ella Kraft has been our best player in the fall, and then we have two young freshmen, Ashley and Flo, who have played really well. Flo, in fact, finished in the top 6th or 7th in the tournament in Utah, and so we do have a nice group. But what excites me the most about them, they're just really, really awesome young ladies. I am very thankful that I get to have a job where I can be around people that make me feel young, and it's not they make me feel good about myself. I hope I can help them with whatever they want to do.
You start this upcoming season in a couple of weeks, tournament play at the Beach Invitational, early February. And obviously I know this is a new season, and I don't want to revert back to last year so much, but it's hard to ignore the fact that you guys posted the lowest 54-hole championship score at 856 last season. How do you live up to that this year? How do you take it one step further?
Yeah, and some of that stuff is, quite frankly, related to weather and the golf course you're playing. Yeah, our focus in the spring is obviously, sort of individually looking at each gal on our team, and then putting them in a position where they can have some success. We'll play a lot of team tournaments with an individual or two, and so we can start to sort out, or try to identify the 5 gals that will compete for us at our conference championship, which is something that obviously you only play 5 gals there. Certainly, we do have a deep team. It does show what we're capable of doing, that we can be absolutely terrific when we're playing our best. And but we tend to focus a lot on process stuff here, and so we're going to be focusing on, our sort of game development, getting ourselves mentally and physically ready to compete at a high level when we get into that sort of April and May time.
I am so excited to see you and your team have another great season. Last quick one. If you could put one word, one adjective to describe this team, what is it and why?
Wow, that's a great question. There's a lot of words that I would use, but I would say committed, this team works really hard, and I'm really proud of them for it. That's the first word that came to my mind. We've had a couple gals come in early to practice. Obviously, they do it on their own, just maybe listening. I'm not with them, but they've come in early to practice, and so I would say for sure, committed is the word I would use to describe this team.
Well, I'm excited to see that commitment this year. Thank you and best of luck.
Thank you. Good seeing you.